Last time on Final Fantasy 16, we went up against Bahamut for a second time, defeated him, watched him kill his father, watched him kill our half-brother, watched our mother kill herself. There was a lot of death. And now, as the fallout continues from the destruction of the Crystalline Dominion, we're returning to the hideaway, presumably with Dion in tow, and Joshua. That just leads onto a little balcony from what I remember.
How is your brother?
Asleep, since I returned from the Dominion.
He did use Phoenix a lot.
Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
Yeah, that's Ultima.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another arises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's
Sorry to burst your bubbles, guys, but that's not the curse.
Even the sky.
That is where Joshua saved you from Ultima, right as you awakened it for it originally. Which was what? 5 years ago now? Things fall apart. The power of light. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon of Bahamut's essence. Attuning with Bahamut now not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue a target, dealing continuous damage. Use Bahamut's feet, Wings of Light, to begin casting Mega Flare, an immensely powerful spell that showers enemies with a deluge of searing light. The longer the spell is charged, the more powerful the result. Press circle to cast the spell when ready. Taking damage while casting the spell will cancel the spell.
Tali won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
Do I have anything new here? I don't, right? There's a whole lot of items there that I'm obviously able to get that I don't have. Don't know what they're going to be from. Reading table. About the other day. I'll have you know I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one, not even my mother, and you won't soon catch me doing like again. So if it please your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. Instead I chose to follow all them years ago is gone, and ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy, that lives on, and you and everyone here at the hideaway, sure as the sky is blue. At least I think it's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right there, we can count on me. Greetings from the Crimson Caravans. I trust you and your party gain the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you'll find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. Reports from my brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of our people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of Storm's final mother crystal. But now the realm endures, but with each new flood do a few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Word out of Twin Sides that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage to escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a solace might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Who is Elle here? This Theodore is Dion's partner, right? Okay, so let's have a look-see. I want to... over here, right? No, I need to actually unlock them first. So I've got Satellite, which may as well for 100. We have Flare Breath. We have Wings of Light. We have Giga Flare. And we have Impulse. Okay, so I'm going to power up that one first. So you can power it up even further. Oh well. I still need to buy Flames of Rebirth, but for now, that will do. I probably should have spent on that one, because it probably would help it charge up quicker, but... From there... I am going to swap out a Hummet. And I want... Satellite or Giga Flare? I want Giga Flare on there. And I want... yeah, I want Flare Breath on there. Okay. So I'm sure there's a whole bunch of things to do here, but first...
Trouble with your gear, or... something for you, dear?
I want you to craft me the Brightburn.
Not bad.
Slightly better than
I
what I
say so
have.
myself.
Do you have any other equipment that is worthwhile? The Sons of Ouroboros, but I need a stained loincloth and a marble flower. So that's what I'm going to be going for. Nothing I can enhance. Okay. We're good. Hey, Charon.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up what you...
Nope, I don't need that. What I need is give me all your
You'll
potions,
not find a better
please.
price than that.
And
Let's
I'm
not be
gonna
greedy
grab
now.
insufficient inventory space. What?
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much.
Did not know there even was space to be worried about. No, I'm never gonna use any of these.
I reckon I can
So
find
any
a
that
buyer.
aren't purple or above, I'm
I'll be
just gonna
thankful you
sell.
got that much. You got out else?
Wasn't planning to do a
thankful you got
shopping
that
episode
much.
right now, but
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that
almost
much.
confused that because the writing was
I
purple,
reckon I can
but
find a
the
buyer.
text
I'll be
is
thankful you got that
the
much.
text is, but the
You got
icon
out
is not.
else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
And the icon is what denotes its rarity. Okay, come on. There should be, yep,
You got out else?
Gilbard,
I'll be thankful
no,
you
Gilbard
got that much.
black blood, goblin
I
coin,
reckon I can find a buyer.
empty shard,
Not out else?
and that should be everything, right?
And how were you gonna carry all that?
I just...
Is that all?
What? What's going on here? Why can't I...
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Treasure coffer, purchase from a vendor, yada yada. Okay. I don't know why she's not selling to me.
Still alive, are you? Coin purse weighing you down? And how were you gonna carry all that?
Oh, because I apparently already have one that I got from somewhere else. That's what
Come
it
again.
is.
Oh, don't.
God, I'm an
I'm
idiot.
not much bothered either way.
Oh well, I've got a lot of money now. Clear that up, so it's off our... Yep, off our map. This guy also needs to be looked at. Hey, Tomes, I have some stories for you.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Do I have enough stories to level up? Got it, right? Yep.
I have
The more you
quite the
know.
find for you today. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Okay. Very good. We got another level up. We got another trophy. What is left to deal with? Pump board and... What's the name in the archives? Not archives, map room. We've almost cleaned up the hideaway again, and then we'll be able to continue the story. Briefly, at least.
Clive,
Until I decide to go on the hunts.
allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive.
There we go.
Thus ends today's lesson.
And the hunt board. We have 3 new hunts. We have the 10 of clubs. Merchants who ply the trade across the fields of Carava, 12 an outlaw, 5 and 20 hands high, and mighty of few who praise upon unscored travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages that litter the region, but none have been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either or both of those qualities, some Dalmatians beg your aid. In Vermeer Dalmatia. Only a B rank. That shouldn't be too bad. The Magif brothers, a lone rowing boat inside making land off the coast of Port Isolde. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of the Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume that they come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel to the area lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Over in the Quiet Sands, Rosaria. And finally, Ruin Reawakened, another S rank. Sambricois legend tells of a dread dragon who set near Hearthrealm alight with his torrid breath, before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Gregor herself, some sources claim. Though it long has been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth, recent reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real. And you guys don't have anything else, so let's continue.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply.
That's
though.
Tolos, I assume, you mean.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
Not bad.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task.
Vivian.
Could be that Lady Vivian and Old
Yep.
Thames have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Good suggestion, Otto. Vivian, I know I was just here, but
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you
I'm
are to
just
blame
cool
for
like
the
that.
Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
oh,
My
so
countrymen
Vivian's
are
from the
stronger
Dominion.
than you
Okay.
think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
I honestly thought you were from Sandbreak, not from
Look at
Dominion.
us.
So
Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
that's a lot of blight over on the
Beneath
west
these
eastern
darkened
continent.
skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this.
I
Crystals
gotta
that
wonder
filled
at that bit
wells
of
and
blight
fueled
right in the middle where the
furnaces.
hideaway is.
Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet
It's almost
I
like
fear a
you were
swift
borrowing
end
power that
is
wasn't
more than
yours.
we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble.
And all that
Meanwhile,
leaves
moves in earnest.
is
The
Waleed.
Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal.
More blunt?
Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is not
Which is
really
only
a
ever
thing a
going to
common
end
folk
one way.
usually does.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
You know what I want to check before going to visit Times? If you'll let me.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curses.
Yep. There's Joshua and Dion. Hey,
The
Tyre.
injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough. But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
I have a feeling he would have succumbed to it long ago, even if he was any other dominant. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so it could heal. But not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Whoops. Sorry about that, Tyre. But speaking of, I'm heading out for another mission. Hey, nope. Off that, Clive. Keep going.
Is a storm coming soon?
Of sorts.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious.
He probably doesn't know what's happening with the
Has
skies.
disturbed the heavens. That, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well,
Quite possible.
he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would
He
have
seems to have
conceived
more
of the
power
divine.
than an icon.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts.
Which is fairly
The
standard
journal
when
of
it
Moss the
comes
Chronicler.
to
I
a
may
lot
have
of
been able to tell you
religions.
more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Otto was gonna say we're all doomed. Let's all go have a drink. Round, round, round we go. Back up and down the length of the hideaway. Otto. Vivian said we're screwed. Hippocrates said, I don't know.
Clive, we have a problem.
Not another
Only
one.
That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers
Yep.
are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
Dominance and all that. Well, now that we have our next direction, we're gonna not do that next time. We're gonna do some hunts next time. And if we have time left over, then we will go deal with things falling apart. See you then.